After the girl doubted and told everyone that resurrection theory was not foolproof, someone sneakily came and suddenly stabbed her from behind, asking her to die first. Blood splattered everywhere around his weapon and his clothes as he looked at his weapon with a disgusted face. But he still didn't stop. He wanted the girl to come back to life so he can kill her again. People were disgusted by seeing the gruesome scene. Some of them even started vomiting as they saw the lifeless girl's corpse. People started panicking as she was not coming back to life. They thought that the resurrection theory worked instantly. But one of the players told them that as the grunt didn't get resurrected until 10 minutes had passed, the girl would also most probably not respawn right away. One of the players proposed to wait for the girl to resurrect before they do anything else. The others agreed to this proposition. 10 minutes later, the body of the girl started glittering in a golden aura as her wounds healed and clothes became just like new. She woke up twisting her body and raising her hands up. I would like to take a break to ask you all to hit that like button if you are really enjoying this episode, as today's like aim is 50. Consider subscribing with the notification bell on so you can get the notification as soon as a new video comes. You can also join the channel to support me in producing better quality content faster. I would really appreciate that. Now let's get back to the video. Her sleepiness faded away as soon as she remembered what had happened to her. She turned around and asked everyone full of anger about the one who attacked her from behind. But she did not need to ask again because suddenly that guy was again behind her, with the same weapon which he used to slash her once before. He was ready to slash her once again, but to his surprise, someone sneakily came from behind and chopped his hand off, killing that guy in the process. It was the big guy with an axe in one hand and his scar on the left eye. He was happy that the people who get killed in this round come back alive after 10 minutes. People were still watching this gruesome show of killing, feeling disgusted. Some players even started vomiting on the spot. The Black Scythe was watching everything calmly, thinking that even if the resurrection ability has been proven true, the people were still finding murder unpleasant. But he believed that as the atmosphere changes, the people will get swept away and reveal their craziness. After some time, people started slashing each other from behind, telling each other that they don't care about what happened to the ones they killed, as they are going to get resurrected anyway. One of them slashed a silver-haired guy with his sword, but he blocked the attack with his shaft, telling him that he has gone crazy. One of the players stabbed another one with his sword. When the injured one turned around, the guy with the sword immediately said sorry, telling him that he didn't have anything against the other person, but he had to win the round. In anger, the injured player also drew out his sword, wanting to let the attacker taste his own medicine. He retaliated, asking him to die without doing anything as he was going to respawn anyway. But to no avail, the injured player killed the guy, asking him to die first. As people started slashing and killing, the disgusting feeling faded away from them, and now they just wanted to win the round and get on top of the leaderboard. Around 1,000 players were fighting each other like dogs as the field turned into a battlefield. The Black Scythe materialized his weapon in his hand with a red aura surrounding it. He decided to start moving and join the fray too. Seeing Black Scythe, the people were suddenly nervous. They were deep in fear as they knew that they can't kill him alone. They started thinking of taking him down together, but the Black Scythe long slashed with his weapon, killing each and every one of them present in the vicinity of his attack. Only 3 players were left, who decided to do a coordinated attack. Getting behind the back of Black Scythe, they thought that this was their chance. But to no avail, they became the prey of Black Scythe's weapon. There was no way that someone can ambush Black Scythe when he had the presence detection skill. But the presence of the guy with the black flame dragon was not unnoticed by him. That guy was killing everyone who he caught, mercilessly, with a smile on his face. Round 4 was a stage for Black Flame Dragon, with the absorption rune in the guy's possession. This situation was basically a feast for him. The Black Scythe looked at his name and understood that considering how deep the color of his name was, he must have killed around 10 people already. That guy, on the other hand, was laughing frantically, not able to believe that his stats go up every time he killed a real player. According to him, That was the sweetest deal he had in a while. He knew for sure that his stats boost up when he killed the monsters, but he didn't expect that a boost will be given to his starts when he killed other players too. He killed the players from behind with a smile on his face. He didn't care even if the people called him a coward, he just wanted everyone he saw to die, as they were just food for his absorption rune. After finishing his killing spree, the stack was gone up by a lot. The guy thought that it was because of the high-level players he killed. Suddenly, an idea came into his mind. What if he killed Black Scythe? How much will his stack rise up? He thought that the stack might fill up immediately, and then he will easily get a stat boost again. But who knows what disasters he would face if he messed with the Black Scythe. He decided that he would get his hands on the small fries and progress more. After some time, he returned to his killing spree, apologizing to his prey, telling them that he didn't have anything against them with a smiling face. As he killed more and more players, it was relieving his stress. He admitted that he could not even hunt properly because of the thug, but this round was totally for him. As a player saw an opening in that guy's defense, he tried to attack him. But to his surprise, the big guy dodged that attack, even when he was thinking that the other players don't benefit from killing each other. But his stats get a boost, and he can get stronger upon each kill. Thinking that, he dropped his axe down onto the player's head, slashing him up into 2 halves, also filling up his absorption rune. It was a lucky day for him as the people respawned at the same place they had died. So he kept on killing them as soon as they respawned, thinking that there could not be any better opportunity than this. He had to kill as many people as possible to get to the top of the leaderboard, but he was not even able to remember how many players he have killed already in this single round. As no one was respawning anymore, he decided that he should go to the other side and continue his killing spree there with his axe full of dried and wet blood stains. As he started moving, he encountered Black Scythe. As the Black Scythe used the Night of Death, his scythe became translucent. The people were not able to comprehend what was going on with the atmosphere as it got darker and darker with each passing second. The big guy looked at Black Scythe's menacing weapon. As he rose his scythe straight up in the air, and with one fell swoop, the big guy's head was in air, watching Black Scythe and his headless body as he got killed by him, finally knowing that he is dead. The moment the big guy saw Black Scythe, he knew that his death cannot be avoided. As the scene shifts, we see the thug who was resurrected again after some Black Scythe killed him for the region representative role. He saw the killing spree which was happening in front of him. People were killing each other mercilessly without any thought. He looked around in surprise to know what was happening. He saw a girl as she respawned on her death spot. He was not able to believe that people really got resurrected after 10 minutes of their death. But as he saw this phenomenon with his own eyes, he smirked, giving off a devilish grin, thinking that it was his lucky day. As the round is set up for everyone to kill each other, it was the thug's chance to take revenge on the people who stabbed him in the back and ran away. He finally decided that he is going to kill each and every one of them as many times as it took to teach them a lesson. He decided to start by finding the arrow guy, Kim Seunghyun. As he walked for some time, he finally found the guy. He laughed at the guy because he got scared just because he got a little stat penalty. The thug smiled while calling out to the guy. But as Kim looked towards the thug, he smashed his face with his fists. His bow and arrow were plunged into the air as he was thrown into the ground, screaming in pain as he clenched his face. Thug again called out to him. With the nose bleeding heavily, the guy looked at the thug who was again ready with his fist, taunting the guy to try and give a shot to kill the thug right now. The thug punched and punched and punched the guy till he was satisfied, even after killing him, saying that it was refreshing. The thug turned around, wanting to know where the rest of the traitors were. I'd like to take a break and ask you all to hit that like button to complete today's like aim of 200 likes. Also consider subscribing the channel with the notification bell on so that you get notified as soon as a new video drops onto the channel. You can also join me and support me financially, as it would help me create better quality content faster. Now let's get back to the video. If hell existed, then it would have surely looked like the scenery which was presented on the ground. Each and every player killed one another without any remorse and hesitation. They even justified their actions by saying that the people they are killing are going to be revived anyway. It was really a place of brutality where everyone only held hatred for one another. We see Erin holding a dagger in her hand and shaking terribly with the disgust of killing. Blood and dead bodies clearly visible on her face. Her bodyguard asked her if she was all right. He got a reply that she was fine and not tired, but the dead bodies were affecting the lady's state of mind. The bodyguard thought that even if he can handle the situation of being in a slaughterhouse like this, Erin might have some trouble with it, and it affects her mental health along with her professional work. He would not be able to show his face to Mr. President if this continued to go on. Suddenly, he was shocked to see that someone grabbed Erin's hair from behind and rose his second hand with a dagger in it to kill Erin from behind. The bodyguard swiftly ran towards the person and warned him to not dare to do something so heinous with the lady ever again. He threw the person's dagger from his hand with the help of his sword and plunged it deep into the person's chest, deeply wounding him, making him unable to move for the time being. As the bodyguard shook his sword to clean the blood on it, Erin was terrified by what had happened in front of her. It felt like she would start crying like a baby at any moment, but the bodyguard managed to handle her somehow. Erin asked her bodyguard about the duration of the fight, on which he replied in a disappointed tone that they still needed to fight for at least an hour more. This shocked Erin to the core. She was not able to comprehend that while she can't even bear seeing dead people, the players were killing each other frantically without any second thought. But the bodyguard had another opinion on this matter. He thought that the lady was just weak because she was too sheltered. He advised the lady to rest if she was tired. He told her that as she had already killed 50 people, that much should be enough to get her within the rankings. He wanted her to leave the rest of the work to him. As her bodyguard started going towards the people who were still alive, Erin thanked him. But instead he thought that he was the one who should really be thankful to the girl, because all this time he held back and feeded the lady his skills. Now he can finally focus on acquiring his own results and kill without any second thought. As he was deep in his thoughts, he lunged towards the players who were coming to attack him. As time passed and only 10 minutes were left in the end of the round, we see that Black Scythe was killing people with his huge scythe, swinging it gracefully, but with a deadly aftermath. He knew for sure that round 4 was always so tiring. A player ran behind him with intention to stab him on the back, but our guy turned towards the player and slashed him in 2 halves, even before he was able to comprehend about what had happened to him. Black Scythe can't afford to lose the all-region rank 1 reward, so he had to do the killings at any cost. He needed to grow using whatever he can do and reach round 20. As he moved with blazing fast speeds, it scared everyone, and they started running from the fearsome sight of their death approaching from a distance. The Black Scythe was still deep in thoughts. He did not know how strong the final boss was. He needed to grow as strong as possible with whatever he can do. He caught up with the player who was running for his life and left an after image for the player to see. The poor guy was not able to comprehend how he was left alive even after Black Scythe passed from the side of him. There was no reason to kill the ones who the Black Scythe had already killed, because the round 4 rankings weren't just climbed by killing as many people as possible. In reality, all the players needed to kill as many different people as possible to pass that round. The players who were unknown of this fact killed the same person twice or thrice, but it would still only count as 1 kill in the rankings. It meant that Black Scythe cannot kill frantically, like the thug who was smashing and punching the archer guy as soon as he was reviving again. As the scene shifts towards the thug, we see that he was giving off a devilish smile and smacking the archer guy on his head multiple times, telling him to die. He was just repeatedly going around and killing his 3 friends over and over again, even telling his friends to revive faster so that he can kill them again. Black Scythe knew that it would be difficult for him to pass the round if he continued his pointless killing spree. 9 minutes have passed, and only 1 minute remained for the end of the round. As the people noticed the countdown, they started panicking. They knew that there was not much time left, and they needed to get the highest score they can. Meanwhile, Black Scythe was surveilling the area for the people who he did not kill before. He rejected 2 of the players he saw, but the third one was new for him, and this will be his first time killing that player. Since there was no time left, he decided that he will do it in one shot. The guy was shocked as soon as he saw a huge scythe, slashing him in 2 halves. Even before he felt the pain, they were dead in one shot. The Black Scythe looked into the sky as the time was now up. Golden glow started coming out of each and every player who was alive. The angel ascended once again, smiling frantically, enjoying the scenery of the massacre that happened on the ground. She asked the players in a sadist tone if they enjoyed killing each other or not. The people were furious at the damned angel, not able to comprehend about how she can ask such a ruthless question to them after all the pointless killing they did, but Black Scythe was not surprised by her demeanor. The angel showed disgust to the blood that was splattered on the ground, telling the players that the space has become a complete mess. She complimented the players who were alive for killing each other ruthlessly. She announced that before she lets them know their results, she will revive the dead humans in front of the ones who were alive. Black Scythe smiled in disgust, thinking that the angel was acting so high and mighty like she was the one reviving the dead players, but in reality it was just an ability of the system. A golden aura surrounded the dead bodies and they started to get revived. For the people whose body parts got cut during the frenzy, new parts grew in their place, making their disability go away in an instant. As everyone was finally revived, they started screaming and threatening each other to kill the player who killed them as soon as they got the chance to do so. The thug started laughing frantically when he saw this commotion. But the angel was now angry, telling every player to be silent as any human who talks from then on will have their head blown off. A fearful silence made his way into the ground, with the angel becoming happy as it was now so silent that anyone can hear even a pin drop. Since everyone was revived, the angel decided to show them the results, but before that she wanted to reveal the sub-quest which was secretly given to the players. The people started panicking and blaming the angel for not telling them about the sub-quest beforehand, but to this she smiled, mocking the humans about their dumbness for not figuring out that there was also a sub-quest. The sub-quest was to eliminate the region representative within the allocated time, and if it was completed, a lowest rank magic crystal was granted to the player. The people were shocked when they saw the sub-quest. The angel started mocking all the humans, informing them that there was only one person who has achieved the sub-quest in the region, and it was none other than the Black Scythe. Jolts of electricity immediately ran inside the brains of the players as they finally understood the reason for why Black Scythe killed the thug at the beginning of the round. They started looking towards the X region representative in disdain, thinking that if they would have known about the sub-quest, they would have killed him first. But things were totally different for the thug. His face was becoming pale as he finally remembered that he was killed by none other than Black Scythe himself. Even his temporary skill was now gone. A flashback ran inside his mind as he remembered that Black Scythe promised to help him not become an easy target, so he instead killed the thug himself. The angel finally revealed to the players that the results were calculated depending on how many unique people they have killed. She revealed that even if the players killed the same person multiple times, it would only be counted as a single kill. Sheer fear ran inside the minds of some players as they finally knew that the kill count doesn't matter, but rather it was the uniqueness of the person they killed. The angel told everyone with a saddened face that those who thought that they could just kill one person over and over again were just simpletons. Finally, it was time to look at the results. As you all have guessed, in the result which compiled all the regions, it was our boy, Black Scythe, who was at the top with 722 kills, with Stupid Idiots on the second place with 521 kills, and it was Heavenly Demon who was at the third place with 433 kills. Even in the local region, our boy was on top, followed by Cute Baby Bird and Ensanctual. The angel was surprised seeing that Black Scythe was ranked first in that round as well and looked at him with Susie eyes. And with that, this chapter comes to an end. I really hope that you liked seeing our boy being in the first place. And if you liked the results, smash that like button and help me complete today's aim of 200 likes. Also consider subscribing with the notification bell on so that you get notified as soon as a new video drops on the channel. You can also consider joining the channel by taking the membership to support me financially, as it would help me bring better quality content faster for you guys. And as always, I wish you all to have a very nice day, and I'll meet you in the next video. Until then, thanks for watching.